So I said I was going to go through two simple strategies with you, and that is staying front of mind and over communicating with clients and prospects. So you'll just see here on the slide, some examples of some text speech bubbles, and you'll probably recognize some of the responses you would have received in the past. This is effectively what we're looking for, right? So let's go through the very first strategy, which is staying front of mind. So what does it mean to stay front of mind? It means that when someone in your network is out speaking to somebody else and they get asked the question, who's a good advisor? Who should I speak to about setting up my portfolios? What's a good equity or credit fund I should look at? What's a good platform? You want to be the very first person that comes to mind and who they mention. And you also want to make it easy for that person to refer you. So what's the risk of not being front of mind? The answer is the risk of not being front of mind is that you miss out on these golden opportunities. And these are some of the best, right? You can see here, I've got a few platforms listed, a few different channels listed here. How do I know if I'm being front of mind? You'll know because you'll start to see more responses like, what's on the slide in the speech bubbles. Like I said, I've listed a bunch of tools here for you that you can look at. Some of them are paid, but a lot of them are free, and it's a fantastic way to get started. Remember, we're not looking for perfect, we're looking to be better. So next is, how can I get my team involved with this? An easy approach is by simply booking in a session with your team and having this as a talking point. So you can also come to us and ask us to speak to your team for you, and we'd be more than happy to do that as well. It's important to get input from the team along this process. And I know this is something that's been mentioned in previous sessions as well. And the reason why it's good to do this is because it triggers the input and the ownership bias. If people feel like if they have more ownership into a certain strategy or they put input, they're more likely to follow through. And this is a fantastic way of being able to really drive this forward.